Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Harika. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about one most interesting addition to UiPath apps, which is import and export. So why I say this as a most interesting feature is because we all are familiar with the reusability that we have with the studio desktop version, right? So let's say if you're working in any of the processes, if you see that the login page or logging into an application or log out or sending a mail, usually these are the kind of things that we encounter most commonly, right? So in such cases, what we do, we extract that as a reusable component. And whenever we are working on a similar kind of stuff, we reuse them, right? So in the same way, when you're building an application, right? So when you're working on an application, let's say login page or a registration page, these are the most common pages that we encounter while developing an application, right? So why do we have to keep reusing the similar things again and again? So if you can directly export or you can directly import that page into the application wherever it's needed, then definitely we can reduce that uh, you know need for redeveloping the things again and again. So that being said, we can have that feature now available on our UiPath apps. So if you're wondering how you can do that, how easily you can do that, and also I will also tell you how you can eliminate few of the errors if you're using variables in a particular page, because that is something interesting as per me, because I have ran into some errors if there's a variable. So how you can quickly bypass those errors or some of the tricks and tips that I'm going to tell you in this particular video. So I hope you understood what is something that we are focusing on, and let's get into the demo now. So just for the demo purpose, as you're all familiar with the login page, so this is a small page that I have created. So that just have login page and the username, password, and the submit button. Once after the user provides these two details and click on submit, if it is a successful details, it will go into successful page, which is just a small welcome in the home page. And if it's a failure, then user will get this message. That's it. It's a small thing that I've created. So just wanted to showcase you something over here. So let's rename this main page to login page. Okay, that's it. So how I can actually get this done is, yes. So now I have my login page over here, right? So first of all, to utilize this login page somewhere in the new application, what I have to do? Simple. Just click on this login page and export page. First thing you have to do is that. So just check out your login page, go over here and you can see login page dot UI page. So this UI page is the extension that shows that it's a page. Okay. So now let's go back to your app studio, and now I'm going to create a new app, which is login page new. Okay, or something else. Okay, so what you wanted to do here is you have to utilize that login page into the new app that you're developing over here, right? So how you can actually do that? There's a feature called here. If you just click on this, import page from file. Okay, just click on this one and click on the login page. But before to that, if you do this way, what you will do, what will happen, I'll tell you. So if you directly import the page that way, right? So you ran into errors, right? So there are four errors. So what are those four errors? Status is not declared, right? And here you can say status is not declared. So status is a variable that I have utilized in my previous application, right? When I'm creating that page, I have created. So let me show you that as well. So what is the tip? How you can avoid this error is, so this usually takes longer time, you all know. So if you see that it's loading for longer time, just fast forward it and you can come to this one. So here in this page, this is my first page, right? So here you can see the status variable, right? So this is status variable that I've created already in this application. But when I'm importing this in my new page, new application, so this is throwing the error because the status is not defined, right? So in order to avoid these errors, right, what you can actually do is, okay, So in order to avoid these errors, what you can actually do is once after you import, you can either directly create a variable here, which is status. So, but this is not the ideal way. I'll tell you what is the correct way. Just click on create. So when you do that, you can still see there is error, right? So you don't expect this to happen. So what you usually do is just you will do this thing, right? It's loading. It's taking longer time. Okay, status and save. But I was expecting this to auto resolve everything, but this is not the actual expectation from this. So in order to, I mean, like you can't go in every single place and you can do all of those changes, right? So this is not the expected thing. So what you can do is in order to avoid all of these things, so let me show you how you can avoid them. Login page demo one, just some random name to showcase you what how you can resolve those errors. So before you import the page, what you have to keep in your mind is what are all the variables that are there in the page that you're importing? Okay, what are all the variables that are utilizing in the page that you're importing? So for me, the page in the page that I'm importing, I have status variable, right? So just create the exact variable with the same name and the same type. First, you have to do this step. Okay. First, after you do this step, now you import the page from the file, login page. And after you do this, you can check it works like magic. So you can see there are only 3 errors. Let's check what are those errors. So you can see status. This is resolved automatically, but initially it was throwing an error, right? So this you can eliminate. And also there is no error over here. So this one is something just delete it. We don't need this because I'm not having any pages anymore over here. So I think this is not an issue, but maybe some this is not the issue with the status variable, but some issue I believe. So this we can see that it's get improved in the next build because we've reported this already. So we can just check that if there is any update on it, I'll just keep posting about it on my channel. But yes, the thing that we have done with respect to app variable is a status, right? So the status is something that I've created first and then I have imported the file. So once after I do that, we can see that there is no issue with respect to the status variable. Wherever it's invoked, it's automatically resolved. So this is how you can follow a tweak which will not let you to create the variable or to make the changes wherever the variable has been invoked or called. So this way you can eliminate a lot of manual intervention when you're trying to import the file into a application which is already created. So yes, and after that you can see the page whichever you have created already been utilized as it is, and whenever you need some changes or wherever you need some customization, you can quickly do it based on your need, right? So if you want this as a login page for a different customer, then you can just change it over here, right? So this is completely customizable. So I hope you found this insightful and informative. If so, please do let me know in the comments. And also, if you have any questions, you can reach out to me or DM me on my LinkedIn. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you with the next video. Till then, stay tuned to my channel and subscribe if you like the content. Thank you so much. Bye.